Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Elise, and in today's video we will be doing a tutorial on how to make a child size sunflower granny square purse. And these are the colors that I'll be using in this video, and this yellow is from Loops and Thread from Michaels, and then we'll be using this shade of pink in Big Twist, and it's in the shade Medium Rose. All of these yarns are size 4 yarn. It's important to use the same size. And then this is the sunflower I'll be showing you how to make, and we're going to granny square it off. But if this is something you're interested in learning how to make, please keep watching. This is the adult size version, but we're going to make a child size version. Okay, so we're going to start with the center color, which I'm using. I love this yarn in the color Coffee, and this is going to be our center of our sunflower right here. Now in the last bag that I showed you at the beginning of this video, I used a size 2 yarn and it was too small, and I didn't like it, so I decided to redo it and use all the same size yarn. So make sure that you do that and don't make the same mistake that I did. It looks better. I'll show you like the difference. This is the one that I used, the size 2 yarn. You can kind of see how it's getting stretched out, and this looks way better. So we're gonna do all the same size yarn. This is size 4 yarn, so make sure you do that. So to start, we're gonna do, I'm not gonna do a magic circle, because in my opinion, in the past, when I've done a magic circle or for like a cardigan or something, it just doesn't stay together as well. So I'm going to do some chains, and I'm going to chain 5. You can do 5 or 6. Get that little knot on there. And then I'm going to do 5 or 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then you're going to slip stitch into the first chain that you made here, and make sure that this isn't twisted. Make sure it's straight, and you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through both of those. Then you should have this little circle in the middle, and that's what we're going to use to put our double crochets into. And first we're going to chain 2, and that's going to count as our first double crochet, and then we're going to do 16 double crochets in the circle, the big circle. So that's 2, 3, 'and to do a double crochet, I don't have a tutorial on that, but you can look up some videos on how to do some basic stitches, and a double crochet is one of the basic stitches you can learn. But you can kind of slow down the video and watch me here if you want to. But all you do is yarn over, go through the loop, yarn over, pull through, and then you'll have 3 loops on your hook, and then you'll yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over. I'm gonna crochet over this to first of all hide it, and then I can close my circle a little tighter at the end by pulling this, so we're gonna crochet over that. to put that in the back, and we're going to slip stitch under the first loops, and I'm going to do it twice just to secure it. Then I'm going to chain one, pull up, and I'm going to cut it. Now I'm going to take this that we crocheted over, and I'm going to hold it with my 2 fingers and pull. And then it doesn't close it completely like a magic circle, but it does make it a little smaller, so it's not so wide. Now let's move on to our next color. In our next color, we're going to be using Burnt Pumpkin by the same brand. I love this yarn. And to attach our color, I'm going to do the same thing I did before and make a loop. And then what I like to do is go ahead and place that, take the long string, put it in the back, and keep this one here down in the front, put my thumb there, and then I'm going to slip through, and so I have a chain. Then I'm going to chain 2 for this puff stitch. So now we're going to do a puff stitch, which is this part, and we're going to do 16 of those in the top of these loops. So you're going to yarn over, pull through, that's 1, yarn over, pull through, that's 2, yarn over, pull through, that's 3. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull up, so it's easier to pull through all of those loops, and then you're going to chain 1. And now we're going to do this all the way around. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 2, 3, and you'll do this all the way around, and I will meet you back when we get to the next row. Okay, so I made it to the next row, and now we're going to close this by slip stitching, and we're going to do the flower petals in this row. And I hope that you can see good. I tried to fix the lighting a little bit so you could see a little better. So yeah, we're going to do the flower petals in this row. So we're going to slip stitch to close this row, and then I'm going to do it twice just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then we're going to chain 1, and I'm going to pull up, and we're going to cut it. And then you want to pull that right out and close that up a little tighter. So now let's do the yellow flower petals. This yarn is not I Love This yarn. This is actually Loops and Thread. I don't remember the color because I didn't keep the tag on it, but we're gonna use it anyways because it's the right kind of yellow that I like to use for my sunflowers. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing that we did before. I'm going to cut off this thin piece that got stretched out a little bit when it got all tangled and not use that. So we're going to attach it the same way we attached the other color. We're going to make a little loop on our hook. And then not gonna loop where this is. I'm gonna kind of go some down just so it doesn't get pulled apart. And I'm gonna take the long piece and put that in the back and keep this short piece in the front like this. Put my thumb there, yarn over and pull through the loop. And then for this one, we're gonna chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna do treble crochet. So you're gonna yarn over twice, go into this space here, pull up a loop, and we're gonna yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you're gonna leave those last 2 hooks on the loops on your hook. And we're gonna do the same thing again, yarn over twice, pull up that string, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you can do 3 loops if you like to, but I feel like sunflower petals are nice and big, so I'm gonna do 4 treble crochets instead of 3. So we're gonna do it again, yarn over, through there, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now you should have 4 loops on your hook like this, and you're gonna pull up, yarn over, and you're gonna pull through all 4, and then you're gonna chain 1. And then you're gonna do the same thing in the next space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, through the space, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, through the loop, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, one more, yarn over, through the loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, and now you should have 5 because we have the chain 1 from the last. And you're gonna yarn over, lift up a little so it's easier to pull through, and you're gonna pull through all 5 of those loops, and then you're gonna chain 1. And you're gonna do the same thing all the way around your flower, and it should create something like this. And let's do it again. Yarn over, through the space, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, through the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, through the chain space, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time, yarn over, through the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we're going to go through all 5 again of those loops right there. So yarn over and pull through all 5, and then chain 1. Yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, through the chain space, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, through the chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, through the chain space, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to pull up these 5 loops again, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops and chain 1. So we're going to do this all the way around, and I will meet you back when you're finished and it's looking like this. Okay, so now we are going to use a different brand. I'm going to use Big Twist in the color medium rose, and I'm using this specifically for the color. I recommend that you use usually the same yarn brand, but all of these yarns are a size 4 yarn, So I just used all these colors, and they're the right colors that I wanted specifically for this bag. So that's why I'm using some of these different brands. Sometimes when I go to Hobby Lobby, they don't have all the colors that I exactly want. So that's why I'm doing this. But I usually recommend that you use the same brand the whole time. It tends to look a little cleaner and better most of the time. But make sure if you're using different brands that they're the same size yarn. So now we're gonna square off our flower, and we're gonna attach the color the same way. And you're gonna put the loop on your hook, and then you're gonna pull through, create your little knot, and we're gonna attach it the same way as we did the other colors. So I'm not gonna go in the stitches, I'm gonna go in the chain space. Take the long strand, put it towards the back, and the short one in the front. Put your thumb there and yarn over and pull through those loops. Now for this, we're gonna chain 2. Some people chain 2, some people chain 3, but I like to chain 2 for double crochets, so I'm gonna chain 2. 1, 2. Now we're gonna do 2 clusters of double crochet and create the corner to square it off. So that's going to count as our first double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, pull through the chain space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, just like the middle when we did the first row, double crochets. Now we did the first cluster. So you have 1, 2, 3. So now to create the corner, we're going to chain 2. Some people chain 3, some people chain 1, but I'm going to chain 2 to create our corner. So 1, 2, and now we're going to go back into the same space here, and we're going to do 3 more double crochets to create that corner. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through the chain space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, through the chain space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you can see our corner there. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 clusters. So you're not going to do this again, you're going to do 1 cluster, 2 cluster, 3 cluster in the chain spaces here, and that'll create your side. And then when you do 3, then you'll do this again in the next corner to create your corner. So I'll show you here, yarn over. We're not going to chain 1, we're just going to go directly into the chain space. So we're going to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again into the next chain space, double crochets, 2, 3, and again 1, 2, and 3, and 3 double crochets together is called a cluster. So now you have your first side of your granny square, and now we're going to create our second corner. So now we're going to go directly into the chain space and do the same thing that we did here into this chain space. Some lint on my yarn. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, So that's one cluster, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to go back into the same chain space and do one more cluster, and that'll create your second corner. Now I'm in the side, and I'm gonna do 3 clusters on the side. So this is one cluster into the next chain space, one more, and I like to crochet over these strings so that way I don't have to weave them in later. I can just cut them because I don't think anyone likes weaving in their thread at the end. I know I don't. Okay, so now we have 2 sides and 2 corners. So you can see here we did a corner, 1, 2, 3, a corner, 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna do another corner over here. So we did 3 double crochets, and now we're going to chain 2 to create that corner. 1, 2, Okay, so now I've done all 4 corners, and I'm going to close it up by doing a slip stitch. And this is how you do a sunflower granny square, and I'm going to make this into a bag for a Christmas present for one of my clients. And I just wanted to fix these sunflowers because the other bag, it's like pulling in the middle because the yarn I did in the middle is too small, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So if you want to continue and see how I assemble the bag together and make the strap, you can keep watching. Or if you want to end it here and use this granny square for some of your other projects, you can do that as well. But that's what I'm going to be doing with these granny squares. Hey guys, so now we're back and we're gonna attach everything together to make it look something like this one. And then I will show you how to do the top of it to really hold it together, and we'll do the strap. So let's get into it. So I already connected these 2. So what we'll do is we will connect these 3 first together. So I'm going to slip stitch them together. It's a little puffy, but not too puffy. You can also hand sew it with a darning needle, but sometimes this holds a little better than sewing it together with a darning needle. So I am using a 6mm crochet hook for this tutorial. That's what I'm comfortable with. So we're going to take our pink, and you're going to create a slip knot, and we're going to slip stitch into the corner. So we're going to take these two corners here and we're going to line them up together. And I'm going to do the same thing and attach this yarn the same way we've been attaching it in this video. I slip stitched. So now I'm going to go into each stitch, these in between stitches here, and I'm going to continue to slip stitch all the way down. Then we'll go back into the corner space and chain one, and I'm going to pull up and cut. So now we have it like this, and we're going to need to connect this one like this, because then we'll fold this you're going to end up folding these like this. So it'll be like that. So this is like a size for a little child, and this one is more for an adult. You can see the size difference. I'm making this one for a little kid, so that's what I'm doing in this video. If you want to make one for yourself, an adult, you will do another row of double crochets all the way around close together, instead of just one row of the double crochets like so. Okay, so I slip stitched into this corner and the back corner, and then I'm going to fold this because it's supposed to be folded like this. So instead of cutting my yarn here, I'm going to work back up this way, and then I'll come back on this side and do the same thing. So I'm going into these two back stitches, so I'm slipping under those two, and I'm just slip stitching. Then we'll go into the two corners here and slip stitch, and then we will chain one, pull up, and we're going to cut. Then we'll go to the other side and do the same thing. So we've got the one side done. Then you'll go back and you'll do the same thing on this side. And you're going to slip stitch here and go back up here. And then I'll meet you back when we do the border and the strap. Okay, so now we're going to do the strap, and I'm going to do single crochets, and I'm going to make the strap shorter since this is a child size. And I ended up doing 2 rows of single crochets all the way around here, just to kind of make it look nicer and hold it more together better. So we're going to do single crochets for the strap, and we're going to start in this corner. So I'm going to start in this corner, and I'm going to, after you end your corner, you're going to slip stitch, and I slip stitch twice. And I'm going to make the strap about here to here, a little thicker so it'll be more durable. So I'm going to chain up and see how long I want this strap. Okay guys, so this is our children's bag, and all you have left to do is to weave in these ends down here, and then I'm gonna sew a lining inside, so that way, and a little zipper across there. And then for the strap, all I did was single crochets, and I did a little bit of that in the video. And I counted this wide, it's about 5 wide in the corner there, and I slip stitched, and then I single crocheted into the next one here, and you just do that back and forth until it's thick enough, and I believe this will be thick enough for children. The girl is about 12 years old, so I think it's the perfect size for a 12-year-old. And it came out really cute. So if you don't know how to weave in ends, please look up a tutorial for that, because I'm not going to do this in this video. But I hope that this tutorial was somewhat helpful, so you can make a little bag like this. This, like I said, this was the children's size. I do have an adult size one, and I have to finish the adult size one. This is my adult size one here. See how much bigger that is compared to this one? You can really see the size difference. This is the adult, this is the children. So yeah, I have to do the same thing on this one, weave in the ends, and I have to add a strap to this one, and this one will be listed for sale on my website, which I am currently working on my website. So right now I'm posting my stuff for sale on Facebook and some of my other platforms like Instagram, which Instagram and Facebook should be linked in my bio somewhere on YouTube. So I hope that this tutorial helped you, and I will be making another tutorial here soon for these daisy granny squares, and I have them all finished, so all I have to do is sew them together, and we're gonna make a children's size tote bag. So I will be doing that in my next tutorial, so please subscribe and give this video a like if you enjoyed it and would like to see more. And check out the next video when I get it posted and done for the children's granny square tote bag. You can make an adult tote bag out of this, a smaller version. If you would like a smaller version for yourself, you can just make the children's size, or if you would like the adult size, you can also make the adult size version. So in the adult size version, all I did was double crochets. So this is like the part that I just did, the granny stitch around here, and then you'll do another row with just double crochets and no spaces in between, all the way across here like this, to make the granny square bigger, so it'll be like an adult size, and then you'll sew them all together. So I hope that this video helped, and I also hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.